'Cause such is the miserable life of a YouTuber.
Bag upon tripod, upon cameras, upon lenses, upon bag, an extra tripod. Oh. Good morning, everyone. We have come here today to this very beautiful forest area. It's not very far from our home. We have come here to harvest some pine sap, the resin of the pine. We use it quite a lot, both in our daily lives and our craft. So it's something that I tend to use often in ritual, in the honoring of the gods. And as I said, in my daily life, it's really a fragrance that I find immensely powerful, very, very good for the mind, I would say, and for the spirit. It's a nice day, warm temperature, not too hot. This summer we have not been able to tour the north of Norway like we usually do, so to take you around and visit different historical locations here in Norway because we have Esme, but not much because Esme cannot be transported. The problem is Esme cannot be transported in this season because she has the antlers in velvet, so she could have 100% followed us in an animal transport type of van. But it cannot be done in the summer season. But I find that we have had probably a different blessing, the fact that we have been able to spend every second of this summer season with Esme. Going through the season with her, experiencing her changes, her body changes, her mind changes, her approach to this or that plant. This summer is being rich. We also have to wait for heading to Semska, to Saltfjellet, because it's not super safe to transport Esme in this season because her antlers have all blood vessels inside. So if she also by accident might actually hit the antler, she might bleed to death. So it's very, very dangerous. So we are awaiting the end of the summer and the arrival of the autumn season, where she will be done with the growth of the antlers, and from there she will start shedding the fur, and from there reindeer can be transported. Good morning, everyone. It's such a windy day. It really feels like it's surreal. It's so warm. It feels almost like not being in Norway, really. I think we will take advantage of a day like this. We might go and swim in the river later, but for now there was some reindeer antler jewelry we had to work on. There were some priorities related to our shop. But it's a very strange weather. It's immensely hot. I think it's roughly 30 degrees. Very strange. Yesterday we have had a thunderstorm. Super, super strange for us. We almost never get thunder up here, so it's been quite a surreal experience, really, I have to say. Today we wanted to go and swim a little bit in the river. Oh, that's nice. If we manage, there's been a lot to do with Esme this morning in the fence, so I'm working on this vlog that I'm recording right now. So it's a lot of work because, you know, I love fast-paced, type of vlogs that contain a lot of information and that can be really, really educational and entertaining. Yesterday I was thinking about the antlers. I was thinking about how precious is the opportunity to work with the reindeer antlers, because we get really to follow all the stages of the life of an antler. So from the sprouting to the velvet, to the tipping and splitting tips, to the rutting, when the antler starts losing the skin, to the bone structure and the shedding. It's such a privilege, and this also allows you to understand how these antlers are precious to the animal, because it's a proper transmutation process. When the reindeer sheds, actually they mourn their antlers. How beautiful this is, how unique it is. It's not just something falling off. There is a proper letting go of something that has accompanied you in different stages for 1 year. And all of a sudden, that magic of transmutation is available to us. People who will just encounter a shed in a forest. So all of a sudden you have that available to you, and you can make use of that sorcery. You can make use of that magic. Up here, we consider the reindeer the equivalent of a sorcerer, and their antlers are used in witchcraft to connect to the ancestors, to enhance blood memory, and as a key to access the mounds. The witnessing of every stage and cycle of the growth of an antler and the crafting of reindeer antler jewelry has granted both Daniel and I probably one of the most precious keys to fully understand our Norse craft. To meet the gods, to live the gods, we have to let something die. As the reindeer in the high plateau endures its struggle against predators, we are constantly enduring our struggles against our predators too. Time, fears, doubts, disconnection. These are all things that we hold on to, and this holding on to must be allowed to die to fully be with the gods. The secret to achieve this is to shift your life to a more microcosmic experience, where we make sure we experience every moment in our life and craft as something full of potential. A healthy lust for what is happening right here, right now, is the key to the deepest connections. So my friends, empty your pockets from the little stones of fear, doubts, worries that you have accumulated throughout the years. Release those antlers back to the earth, as this life is made of thousands of tiny little deaths that need releasing, exactly like the reindeer releases its antlers once a year. They mourn their antlers, but they let them go, as these small little deaths will allow us to be in love with our life again and relearn joy over and over again. So in the meantime, the mother of Daniel and the father are taking care of the house there, changing all the furniture, painting. They're sending us pictures of how the things is turning out, It's very beautiful to see, and that they're gonna paint the house. They're painting the inside of the house. I'm so sorry that we are not managing to be there with them and help them, but they have understood that we really can transport Esme now. On top of that, we also have the problem that we don't have a fence there in Saltfjellet. So we might need to wait for my best friend Sunny to come here and take care of Esme for a couple of days together with our dogs. Jonas can come with us, he's very, very small, so that we can go there, go to Nina, pick up a fence, go to Semska, which is a couple of kilometers after Nina, and set up the fence and help a little bit Marianne and Jarle, the parents of Daniel, with what they're doing, fixing, making the house suitable for the winter and buying new furniture and everything else. And then be there a couple of days, make sure that the fence is up, and then come back here and finish off the summer here, and then in September transport Esme there so that she can be safe in a fence. There it's full of predators. We will have a chance to take her there with all our dogs and be there for many, many months. So several months we intend to spend there. So it's going to be beautiful, but now it's summer. We really need to unwind. So you are going to see this right after the summer break.